Got that Penny Loafer.
Hello Squeakers, it's Penny here, and it is time for another Penny Loafer Q&A. It feels like the last one was forever ago, so I feel like I needed to do another one of these again, because I quite enjoy doing them, and I hope you guys enjoy watching them. Anyways, I hope everyone is doing well and is excited to learn more about Penny. Without a further ado, let's get this Q&A rolling.
Which top song that doesn't have a music video do you wish had one?
Definitely Leave the City or Hometown. I feel like those music videos would have been super cool.
Do you think that Top should start new lore after this one ends, or just go back to the standalone albums?
That is a great question. I've quite enjoyed seeing the lore over the past 10 years and all the cryptic clues that have been shared around. I think since they've been doing the lore for so long that it would be refreshing to have a standalone album. Not that I don't like the lore or anything. That is one of my favorite parts of 21 Pilots, and that's what makes them them. It does get a bit overwhelming for me in seeing all the theories and go down this rabbit hole of reading theory after theory after theory. I think it would be nice to have an album that we don't have to think about that. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion.
What's your favorite word in the song Lavish?
Okay, if you ask me my favorite anything from Lavish, then there is going to be multiple answers for it. Almost guaranteed every time. So here are my favorite words from Lavish.
What piece of click art are you most proud of?
As of right now, the click art that I'm most proud of is probably my Paladin Straight art that I posted a speed paint for. That drawing I am so proud of. I'm literally so proud of it. It took me a few days to complete. Not non-stop. I didn't stay up for 72 hours. Don't worry. It took me so much work to get that background done. I spent about a half hour just on one rock, and after I had done that, I thought, oh man, this is gonna be such a good picture if it took me a half hour just to do one stinking rock.
Do you have any theories on the lore? If so, what are they?
As many of you well know, I do not theorize on the lore that often. But there is this one silly theory that my Penny Loafer family has been discussing. So, it is about Lavish. Whoa, shocker coming from Penny. So you know how in Scaled and Icy, Tyler had to pretend everything was all fine and dandy with his joyful and upbeat songs they had to make under Nico's watch? Well, since we thought Lavish is this quirky and upbeat song, it felt so out of place in the album that it had to do with the lore somehow. And we thought maybe the Paladin Straight battle is lost for whatever reason, and Clancy and Torchbearer are imprisoned in this nice town and appear as though Nico brought them wealth and are living their most lavish life, but they are still under Nico's watch. Did I stretch too far with this theory? I am just hoping that in some way that Lavish is a part of the lore. I really do hope it is. And I would laugh so hard. That would be the silliest thing that ever happened in top history.
What do you think of Not Today from Blurryface?
I really like it. It has a fun little beat to it. Heard you say, not today.
Ride or Stressed Out?
This is a hard one, but I am gonna have to go with Stressed Out just because of how painstakingly relatable it's become in my life now. And it's so nostalgic. It's the song that got 21 Pilots' name out there. I can't believe that album is going to be 10 years now. 10 years for this album. It's so crazy.
Have you ever tried to make a remix or mashup of top songs before, other than the edits you've done for the channel?
No, I haven't actually. I'm not very educated in audio editing, but I would love to learn more about it someday. The top mashups are so cool, and I want to learn how they do it.
Featuring Johnny Boy EP, No Fun Intended, Regional at Best, and self-titled, what is your favorite album?
Out of all of those, I'd have to say self-titled. There is just something so special about that album, and I love it so much.
What top song would you be the most baffled to hear in public?
I would say the line for this one. I think it would be pretty strange. Like, imagine you're in the grocery store just doing your shopping, and then the line comes on, and now all of a sudden you're sobbing in the middle of the produce section. Like, that would be pretty crazy. I highly doubt it would ever happen, but I have heard semi-automatic in a movie theater before, so I wouldn't put it past anybody to just randomly turn on the line in the store.
Do you have any pets?
I do have some pets, and they are so adorable. So I have 2 dogs, one of which is no longer with us, and I miss him so much. But the first one here is Anya, and she is a Keeshond, or a Kaysun, however you want to pronounce it, and she has such a crazy personality. I am fully convinced she loves food more than people. Because if you don't have any food around, she will have nothing to do with you. Like, absolutely nothing. But when you do have food, she will come over and she'll politely paw at your leg and be like, "Can I have some, please?" It is just the cutest thing ever. And the other dog I was talking about, he's no longer with us, but I still want to mention him. His name was Jedi, and he was also a Keeshond. He's the same breed as Enya. And he lived a very long life of 10 years. And he was the complete opposite of Enya. Enya is very extroverted and whines when she's lonely. Whereas Jedi, he was quite introverted and isolated himself in the bathroom a lot. And one of the most behaved dogs I've ever had. He never tore up any toys, except when he was a puppy. He was one of a kind, for sure. He just unfortunately suffered from many seizures, and I felt so bad for him. But I love him very much. He's in a much better place now, and I thought he would be worth talking about. If I talk about him too much, though, I'm probably going to cry. So, those are my pets, and I love them dearly.
Why did you make your name Penny Loafer Squeak and not any other 21 Pilots name?
Well, at the time, I had loved Lavish and all of its fun lyrics, and I was really just trying to come up with a name that was Clancy related and not some standard top name that was already taken. And I really liked the line Penny Loafer Squeak, and it fits so well, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
If you had the chance to meet Tyler and Josh or win $1 million, which would you choose? Be careful. If you choose the $1 million one, there will be no chance of meeting Top.
If there was any sort of chance I would get to meet the boys, I would pick them over anything, 100%. It is a dream to get to meet them at least once in my lifetime. I don't want to go through my entire life without meeting Tyler and Josh. It has to happen someday.
Favorite lyric from each album?
These are always the toughest questions for me. Like, I can't rank 21 Pilots songs very well. But I did try my best with these lyrics, and I just kind of wrote down what first came to mind for me for each album. So, here they are.
If you went to Lavash, what would you order?
I'd probably try their shawarma. I heard it's one of their best dishes, and a lot of people have recommended that. And maybe some baklava for dessert. I would love to go up there someday and take you guys on a little vlog.
If Penny Loafer Squeak was already taken, what would your name be?
So there's the lyric in Backslide.
Tendencies on repeat.
And we've always joked about it sounding like
dependencies on repeat.
And I think that's probably what I would have went with as my username had Penny Loafer Squeak been taken.
What's your favorite food of all the ones Josh had during the Clancy live stream?
Probably the chocolate chip cookies or the goldfish. Those are some of my favorite snacks.
How did you come up with your name?
Well, at the time, Lavish was fresh in my mind, and I could not get the Penny Loafer Squeak line out of my head. So I just decided to go with it. And I'm so glad I did now because it has such a nice ring to it. And I wouldn't have my nickname Penny if it wasn't for that. So thanks, Lavish.
Do you like Taco Bell?
Of course I do.
Who is your favorite album mascot?
It's definitely a tie between Clifford and Trash. They are so awesome in their own ways.
Why is a weird man with a white vest trying to put both of his hands on my shoulders, especially while I'm bottomless?
'Cause I think he's just trying to find the problem. Don't worry, he'll find it out eventually.
Why do you always wear your Clancy mask? And why do you put a filter on your voice?
Well, I wear my Clancy mask all the time because I prefer to stay anonymous and protect my identity. And I'm not revealing my face anytime soon, and I hope you respect that. And the reason why I had filtered my voice in the past, because I didn't know what you guys would think of my real voice, that the squeaky voice, the filtered voice, had suited my channel pretty well, and I stuck with it for a while. But once I actually revealed my real voice to you guys, you loved it so much, and now I'm really glad that I did. But from time to time, though, I still like to use my filtered voice because I think it just sounds so cute.
If you could keep 8 top songs, what would they be?
Oh man, that is such a tough question. But I did my best to answer it. So here's my list if I absolutely had to just pick 8 top songs. But I genuinely love them all, so these were just the first ones that came to my mind.
Do you have a favorite dog breed? And if so, what is it?
I do. I love Samoyeds and Keeshonds, partially because I have one. I just think they are so fluffy and adorable.
Favorite color?
It is purple.
What's the longest time you've listened to Top?
Probably around 7 to 8 hours. There was this time when I streamed just Top all afternoon long, and it was so much fun. I think I got through all of the songs.
What do you think is a reoccurring color when you listen to Top?
This is such a unique question, and I haven't thought about this before, but it's a very good question too. Some colors that I think reoccur for me is probably red for the high energy songs like Jumpsuit and Navigating, songs that make you want to bop your head and go crazy about. Blue is another one for me. Like, especially when I listen to Vessel, because the album cover has such cool tones. And the slower songs like Truths, The Line. And lastly, another color that appears for me is definitely yellow. Like when I listen to Top's cheerful songs, like in Scaled and Icy. Like that's mainly when that color appears for me.
Opinions on tomatoes? Just straight tomatoes.
No. Absolutely not. No, that is a hard no for me. I am sorry. It's too juicy for me, and I absolutely hate the texture of it. But I will say I do like tomatoes when they are mixed in something like pasta and pizza sauce. I will really like it in salsa and bruschetta. But never plain. I will not eat that. I'm sorry.
Has a Top song ever made you cry? Boo-hoo.
Oh yeah. It has happened on multiple occasions for sure. I'm sure every Top fan has at least cried once to a Top song. One time was during the Craving at this most recent concert. I think it had to do with Tyler's vocals and instrumental because for whatever reason, it did make me misty-eyed. It was just so beautiful. Another time was when I was listening to The Line the night it came out. The emotions didn't really hit until I listened to it alone in bed the second time. Because I remember just absolutely sobbing after that song. It took me about like 15-20 minutes to stop before I went to sleep, and I'm like, what is happening? I've never gotten this emotional over a top song before. And the most recent time I cried over a song was right after my great grandma passed away. This was just like 2 months ago. It wasn't even that long ago. And Legend came on, and that is the song that I think resonates with her so much. And I think that's why I got emotional, because every time I listen to that song, I think of her. It is a very special song.
21 Pilots is making a greatest hits album with 15 songs and puts you in charge of ordering songs on the album. What songs do you pick, and in which order?
This is also a very good question, but these are always the toughest questions for me because I feel bad leaving other songs out. Here is my version of Top's greatest hits in 15 songs.
What is your real name?
For those of you who have been in my description and visited my art account, you know that Penny is not my real name, and have already found out what my real name is. But for those of you who haven't done that, you're about to find out what my real name is. You ready to hear it? My real name is... slapping my legs... Jade! My name is Jade. I think it's such a beautiful name, and feel free to call me that if you want to, but whatever you prefer, Penny or Jade, it's okay with me.
Do you plan on uploading videos for a long time?
As long as Top still uploads new videos for me to use, my fans are still interested in my content, and I'm still coming up with new video ideas, then absolutely. Truly, I want to make videos as long as I'm able to, because you squeakers are so special to me, and this community means too much to me to just leave behind. I am very grateful for each and every one of you and the wonderful support you've given me over this past year. You have no idea how much that means to me. I hope that I can make videos for years to come. I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. And with that, that concludes my Penny Loafer Q&A. I really hope you enjoyed it, because I sure did. You guys come up with so many creative and unique questions. I just love hearing what you guys want to know from me, because I always love sharing new things about me. I will probably be doing more videos of me because copyright is being really frustrating right now. I'm kind of a jerk. So anyways, see you in my next video, and as always, happy squeaking.